So today is Well Kept Wednesday, and y'all, I sat right here and recorded an entire 30-minute episode. And when I got ready to edit that episode, it was blurry as ever. And I just cannot re record it. The audio is good, so I am uploading this week episode 4, Well Kept Wednesday, to my Girl Stop Playing podcast. After this video ends, you can sit here and watch the blurry version of Well Kept Wednesday. Just listen to it as background noise. Don't comment and tell me that it's blurry. I'm warning you, it's blurry. Okay, so you can watch it blurry, or you can tap the link below and go listen to the audio version on my Girl Stop Playing podcast. Back for another Well Kept Wednesday. It's your favorite homegirl, Koereyelle. As you know, Well Kept Wednesday is my opportunity to use this platform to create a safe space for us to have intentional conversations about wellness. Now, when I say wellness, I'm talking about mind, body, spirit, emotion, relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, wealth building, all the way around. My goal is to become a well kept woman. And I say become because I feel like it's a journey. I don't necessarily know that it's a destination. We can always afford to do better, learn more, become better, and produce better results. And so here at Well Kept Wednesday, we have had some amazing conversations, I think, around everything from castor oil to root canals. And if you caught last week's episode, episode 3, where I talked about having to get 4 teeth pulled, I'm back with an update, y'all. Okay. So last week I said by the time you were watching this video, I would be missing 2 more teeth. That was not the case. So I went to the dentist for my appointment. Originally, they only had me scheduled to get 1 tooth pulled because they had tried to convince me to keep the second tooth. Now, if you need the backstory on this, go watch episode 3. But long story short, I decided later that I want to go ahead and get the second tooth removed. I don't want to wait for that one to get infected as well. Let's just get rid of it now. So when I get to the office, they say, well, we're not going to be able to pull both of your teeth today, but you can just come back next week. Now, mind you, when I got to the dentist office, I realized that the dentist who was going to be doing the extraction was not the same dentist who had did the consultation a couple weeks ago. So I'm like, well, how come I'm not seeing this dentist that I just saw? And they're like, oh, well, his last day is tomorrow, so he's not taking any patients, yada, yada, yada. Rewind to January when I got the first 2 teeth taken out. Okay. That dentist who did those 2 extractions, he's no longer working for the practice either because I tried to go back to him. So this has even brought to my attention how much turnover there is within the dental industry and how hard it is to keep up with your dentist. I've also had a dentist who retired, and so they sold their practice to another dentist, and you literally don't have a choice when you walk into the office and now there's a new dentist that has taken over. What that means for a lot of people, myself included, is that if you had a dentist that did bad work, they can literally just leave the practice, do bad work today, F up your mouth on a Thursday, leave the practice on a Friday, and you're out here with the effed up mouth trying to figure out how to make it make sense. So I can't even trace the dentist that messed up my root canals that led me to needing all of these teeth extracted. But needless to say, I could not get the teeth extracted last week when I tried to do it. So since that day, literally a week ago, I have been on the phone trying to make appointments with oral surgeons to get these teeth extracted. tomorrow, I have an appointment with a biological dentist. And if you don't know what that is or why that's important, go back to episode 3 because we talked all about your teeth and how these root canals are literally ruining our oral health. But I got an appointment tomorrow with a biological dentist here in Atlanta that is like holistic and does all of these special treatments and all of the things. So, y'all, send some prayers up for your girl, is long story short. This tooth update is to send some prayers and also send some recommendations. If you know a dentist that can give me some teeth the proper size in my mouth, some I was gonna say porcelain, some porcelain veneers. I'm about ready to just get some veneers. I don't want the veneer breath, but I'm interested in the veneers because the amount of money that I'm having to pay to repair these teeth, it is outrageous. It's crazy. I could have had a full set of fake teeth at this point. So that's my little update. If you are not staying connected with your girl on Instagram, definitely make sure you are following me because we are having these wellness conversations every single day on Instagram. I am getting on your last nerve with these health and wellness conversations, these conspiracy theories, especially when it comes to our health, the food, the pharmaceuticals, all of the things that are literally a setup for us to get sick. I believe that we got to start taking action, taking control, taking ownership of our health, advocating for ourselves. But advocacy starts with awareness. We have to learn and educate ourselves, get as much information as we possibly can so that we can advocate for ourselves and so that we can make informed decisions. So on Instagram, just in the last couple of days, we've talked about everything from moldy dates. Okay, I found some literally moldy. There was so much mold in these dates that I found that I was literally cutting up to give to my kids. Okay, I was moments away from putting a piece of mold into my child's mouth. So share that on Instagram. I also talked about the fact that hospital sheets are apparently made out of plastic, and we already know the effects that plastics have on our bodies. So this is one of the reasons, part of the reasons why people go into the hospital and either never leave or when they do leave, they're a little bit sicker than when they started. So that's a whole conspiracy that's actually factual information. Simply juices. Now, I know Black folks, we love our Simply lemonade. We love our Simply orange juice. No pulp, light pulp, medium pulp, heavy pulp. We love it when they got fancy with like the peach orange juice, the pineapple orange juice, the limeade. We loved it. Well, sis, it is time to hang it up because Simply Lemonade is in the middle of a class action lawsuit for basically every flavor that they have on the shelves because of the toxic amount of PFAS or forever chemicals, which we have talked about here on Well Kept Wednesday several times before. But basically, stay away from the Simply. Okay. Share this with a friend. Stay away from all of the Simply juices. The last but not least thing that I recently shared on Instagram, and another reason why you need to come follow me at Koereyelle over on Instagram, is the fact that these Brita filters are fraudulent. Okay. Recent research has uncovered that Brita filters are actually not filtering out all of the things that they claim to be. And some of the most common and some of the most toxic chemicals are not being filtered out by Brita, which is one of the most popular filters out there, which proves the point that just because it's popular, just because it's, the buzz, just because it's what everybody's talking about, just because it's trending on TikTok does not necessarily mean that it is the best. So we got to be willing to do our due diligence. We got to be willing to dig a little bit deeper and really figure out what are the best options for ourselves and our families. And that is why I'm always sharing this interesting information over on Instagram. So if you enjoy Well Kept Wednesday, definitely come hang with me over there. Now, I always like to start Well Kept Wednesday with kind of like a tip, trick, tool, resource, something trending, some little known fact, or something that I think y'all just need to know. And when it comes to being a well kept woman, it is hard to be well kept when you ain't got no wealth. Okay, we can talk about mental health and all of the like predictors that you're gonna slip into depression. Baby, if you ain't got no dollars, that is a predictor that you're gonna slip into depression. If your money is looking funny, your mental health is gonna start backsliding as well. And so in this season, especially when people are talking about a recession, the economy ain't ish, the job market ain't ish, entrepreneurs are closing up shop. And what's even crazier is they're closing down their businesses and they still can't even get a job and go work for somebody. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. However, in this season, I feel like we are being led to focus on our stewardship. We are being led to get serious about how we are stewarding the resources that God has blessed us with. So many of us, myself included, our natural go to is to start praying about and coming up with plans for how we're going to make more money, which is what we actually about to talk about today. So I'm not saying you should not be doing that, but what I'm also saying that you should take into consideration is how you are best using the resources that you already have. And so some of the conversations that me and my husband have been having in regards to our household is not only how we can save money by cutting expenses, but how can we also save money by sharing expenses? So cutting costs and sharing expenses. What does that look like for us? Well, one of the fastest and biggest ways that we were able to cut our expenses was through our phone service. So we have had Verizon for, I don't know, I've probably had Verizon for like 8 to 10 years, something crazy. Well, Verizon and a couple of the other most popular phone companies, I know T-Mobile, and think I think AT&T as well. Don't quote me on that, but I know T-Mobile and Verizon have, they're not even sister companies. They're literally owned by these parent companies. So they basically created a low budget brand. It's as if, you know, Louis Vuitton comes out with like a Louis Jr., right? It's like for the Louis girl on a budget. So Verizon has Verizon service as its top tier, but then it has a service called Visible as its budget friendly mobile service. The gag is Visible Wireless and Verizon Wireless both use the same towers. So what we did is we switched our two phones from Verizon, where we were paying over $300 every single month, to Visible. We transferred our phone numbers. We kept our same phones, except now we pay $25 per month per phone. Do y'all hear me? We literally are saving more than, I think it's like $300, because I think our old phone ended up being like $350. Now, mind you, we did have a plan like where we were paying for one of the devices. So I did have to pay off this phone in order to transfer my number to Visible. So I did have to do that. But even with me paying off this phone, the amount of money that I'm going to save on a monthly basis, it made it worthwhile. So I paid off this phone, ported my number over to Visible, and I have the same phone, same towers, same service for $25 per month. So if you have Verizon, definitely look into switching to Visible. If you have T-Mobile, you can look into Mint Mobile, Mint. Mint Mobile is their discount service, and I think it's the same $25 a month, and they use the same towers as T-Mobile. I think AT&T might be Boost Mobile, but again, don't quote me on that. But Boost Mobile is definitely another option. We have been getting robbed out here, y'all. If you just think about this, I'm just one person. Let's just think about my household. let me pull up my calculator because I don't want to misquote. But we are saving $300 per month by switching. All we did was change who we are paying and how much we're paying them. And the craziest thing is they don't even charge you sales tax. You literally pay $25 per month every month. And I think it's like 200 and it might be $200 even if you pay in full for the year. So we can literally pay in full for the year for what we were just paying per month with Verizon. It's outrageous. So we're saving $3,600 just off of making this one change. Okay. So that's my little $25 holla recommendation. I do have an affiliate code. I'm going to link it down below. I don't know what the limit is on this code though, because I shared it on Instagram and then for some reason it stopped working. So if you happen to see this and the code is no longer working, I'm sorry. But if the code is working, then you click that link, you enter my code, and then you save $5 on your first month. So instead of paying $25 for your first month, you only pay $20 for your first month, and then you'll have a code too. So then if you share your code with your friends and family, because you're going to start telling people about it once you realize that your service is still thebomb.com. Once you tell people about it, then you can share your code with them. They'll save money and Visible will give you $5 off of your bill. So we both get to save $5 basically if you use my code. Now, if you don't want me to save $5, I'm not going to be mad. It's not that big a deal. Just Google Visible and sign up on your own. Okay. If you a hater a little bit, just sign up on your own. But that's my tip. Share it with a friend. Okay. Now, what I want to talk about today, I want to share with y'all some money making ideas because, again, it is very hard to live a well kept life. You can't really keep yourself well if you ain't got no finances. And you are not going to, a lot of times, not everybody. Some of y'all are real mentally strong, mentally tough. But for most people, when your money is looking funny, your mental health it's going to start feeling real funny too. And so, in order for us to truly aspire to wellness, part of that is taking into consideration not only how we can save money, but how we can increase our income, how we can bring in more money. Now, I want to make just a side note. There is a fly in my house. We had movers moving stuff from our basement to our garage yesterday. And y'all, these movers kept our freaking front door open for so long. I was so irritated, but I was trying to not have an attitude because I wasn't helping. I wasn't moving nothing, but that door was open for so long. And there are flies in here. I have been at war with flies, okay, in my home. So if you see a fly flying across, don't judge me. I promise you I'm not dirty. We just had a little situation yesterday with the movers. But anyway, I want to share with y'all a couple of money making ideas that I feel like I would consider these to be like universal money making ideas. So whether you live abroad, whether you are a mom, whether you are an introvert, whether you want to make your money on the internet, whether you are a career woman, whether you are an entrepreneur, I feel like these money making ideas that I'm about to share with you are applicable to everybody. Okay, so let's get into 4 money making ideas that you can still put into place and pull off before 2024 is over. Up first, and one of my favorites is create a digital product. Now, I know that when you hear me say digital product, 9 times out of 10, what comes to mind is an ebook. And that is like the basic bish of digital products. Okay. Ebooks, yes, they are like classic. They are one of the quicker digital products that you can create, but you can get creative. You can, get real fancy with the digital products that you create. So, in addition to creating an ebook based on the information that you know, or based on the mistakes that you've made, you can create guides, you can create industry specific templates. So if you are a lawyer, you can create different contracts or agreements. If you are a fitness coach, you can create meal plans. If you are a teacher, you can create lesson plans. If you are a I know I said fitness coach with the meal plans, but you can be a fitness coach that creates workout routines. So you can literally create digital products based on your expertise, based on your experience, based on the things that you know, but you can also create those same digital products about things that you should not do, like the mistakes that you've made, the things, that you had to learn the hard way. You can make just as much, if not more, of an impact sharing with people the mistakes that you've made and what you wish you would not have done, what you would never do again. You can make just as much of an impact from saving someone the stress that you've already experienced as you can teaching them what to do. So, your digital product could be an ebook, a template, it can be a guide, it can be a handbook, it can be a Trello board, it can be a Canva template. Um, what are some other really creative digital products? It could be a planner. You can create a KDP planners that you can sell on Amazon, where you literally create it one time using something like Canva, and then you upload it to Amazon, and then people can literally go on Amazon, purchase it. Amazon will print that planner and ship it directly to your customer, and you just collect a check. The opportunities are literally endless when it comes to digital products. And again, part of the reason why it's one of my favorite ways to get paid is because all of us has something that we could teach someone else. You are already an expert, either based on like true expertise that you got in a classroom with your degree, with your credentials, or you can be an expert based on your experience, based on the time you've spent doing something, based on the mistakes that you've experienced doing something. So, all of us, all of y'all, even you have something in your head, some type of information that you already have access to that you can put into a digital product. Your digital product does not only have to be like a downloadable PDF. So it could be a spreadsheet with like a specialized formula that you've created where people can plug in different information and it calculates something. If you're like an accountant, and you create like a budget spreadsheet or something like that, it could be, any number of things. I've even seen like copywriters create spreadsheets where you plug in different parts of your message or different things about your brand, and it spits out different copy for you to use. I've seen grant writers who create spreadsheets, like a database of different grants that you can apply for. That's a digital product. So think outside of the box of things that you wish existed, things that you wish you would have had when you got started, or things just based off of your interest, based off of your passion. You can absolutely create digital products. Once you create those digital products, you can sell them on platforms like Amazon. As I mentioned, you can set up a Shopify store and sell your digital products. You can sell your digital products on Samcart, on a platform called Gumroad. There's another really popular Stand Store. Stand Store is the one that I think is super popular right now. You could also sell digital products on Etsy. So, depending on whether you already have an existing audience and, an existing group of people to market your digital product to, or if you don't have an existing audience and you want to use a marketplace platform like Etsy, there are a number of ways for you to get paid from your digital product. Side note, I don't know if y'all know this about me or not, but I was literally able to turn my $32,000 teaching salary into a multi-million dollar digital brand. And part of the way that I did that was through digital products. And so I've created, and I've, for the last few years, have offered profit plan strategy sessions where I work with people one on one. You give me an idea and understanding of the things that you're passionate about, the things that you have an expertise in, and things that you're interested in. And then I give you a personalized plan for ways that you can get paid. So different business ideas, different side hustles, different monetization strategies if you're an existing business owner. So I'm going to link that down below for people who are like, okay, I want to create a digital product, but girl, what can I do? Or I know what I want to do, but I don't really know how to do it. This is for you. So I'll drop that down below. It's less than $100. I'll put together a plan that will absolutely give you a 10x on that $100 investment. Okay. So get in where you fit in if you want to know how you can start developing digital products like yesterday. So number one, start developing digital products. Number two, if you have an existing audience, so maybe you have a TikTok, maybe you have a podcast, perhaps you have a strong Instagram audience. If you already have an audience of people somewhere, you should consider affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing is when you see like the Amazon girlies on Instagram and they're like, hey, I found all of these gadgets, on Amazon. These are my latest Amazon gadgets. Comment below and I'll send you the link, or go to my Amazon storefront and I'll send you the link. That's what we think about typically when you hear affiliates. But there are way more affiliate opportunities out there that will pay you way more money than Amazon. Okay. Way more money than Amazon. And so if you can get signed up, one of my favorites is called Mavely, and I will link it down below. But Mavely is an affiliate marketplace where you sign up for free and they give you personalized links based on the products and the shops and the retailers and the stores that you want to connect with. So everything from ADOS to Walmart to Target, you can use Mavely, which again is an affiliate marketplace, create your profile in that one app. And then you can go through that app to the Target website, to the Walmart website, to all of these different online retailers, create personalized affiliate links. And then when you share those links in your email, on your social media, to your YouTube audience, on your podcast, you get paid a percentage of those sales. And this particular app pays way more than Amazon. I've literally probably made like $4 on Amazon in the last year. Okay. Truly, I'm not exaggerating. I've literally made less than $5 on Amazon. So I do believe in affiliate marketing. I don't necessarily personally, because this girl's getting paid out there. So I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying I personally don't believe in spending all my time and energy promoting Amazon because they pay you very, very little. So Mavely is an affiliate marketing app that I personally use that pays much better. So I will make sure that I link that down below. So that's number two. The third way that you can get paid, make some money before 2024 ends is by selling your services online. This well, I was about to say that this tip in particular is for entrepreneurs, but when I think about it, it's for anybody that has a skill set. Most entrepreneurs are probably more familiar though with platforms like Google, not Google, platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, which are freelancer marketplaces. So entrepreneurs are usually familiar with these with these websites because we have used them ourselves to hire freelancers to do different work and different projects within our business. I have personally hired freelancers off of Upwork and Fiverr to edit videos, edit audio, do copywriting work, do editing for blog posts. I've hired freelancers to do illustrations for my books. So I have used these platforms to hire people. But my suggestion to get paid to make some money before 2024 ends is for you to become a freelancer and get hired on these websites. So the same way you log on to fiverr.com, there's a tab at the top. It says, I think it says hire or sell. So you can hire someone or you can sell your services. And you create a profile. You explain and describe your skills, the things that you're proficient in. You can select all of the different programs that you know how to use. If you know Photoshop, if you know Microsoft Word, Microsoft Spreadsheet, if you know bookkeeping, if you know copywriting, you can literally just go through and select the different skills that you have, put together your profile, which is basically like your online resume, portfolio, upload different work samples, and then you can get hired by people who need your skills. So, whether you are an entrepreneur or you are a corporate girly, the things that you are getting paid to do by your employer, you can take those same skills and sell them to other entrepreneurs, sell them to other businesses as an independent contractor. So you can use websites like Fiverr.com, and that's 5RR, so FIVERR.com, or Upwork.com to create a profile as a freelancer and sell your services online. Now, there are a lot of other freelancer marketplaces if you Google, but I like to tell people about the ones that I've personally used. So those are the two that I've used. Those are the two that I have profiles on as a freelancer. And so those are the ones that I'm recommending for you to at least search, do your research on. So, for money making ideas that you can get started before 2024 ends, number one, create a digital product. Number two, consider affiliate marketing. Number three, sell your services online as a freelancer. And number four, user surveys. Now, this is probably the laziest way for you to get paid. This is the laziest strategy for you to start a side hustle in 2024. I'm going to link down below at least two different websites that I have personally used to get paid for doing surveys. So, y'all remember back in the day, and this is definitely aging myself as an old millennial. When my mama used to drop me off at the mall when I was in middle school, sometimes when I'd be walking around the mall, somebody would come up to me with a clipboard and they're like, "Hey, do you want to do a survey? We're doing surveys on candy bars. We're doing surveys on body lotions." And they would take you into this little office and they would ask you questions about these brands. And then they would give you a gift card, or they would give you some money, or they would give you something in exchange for doing this survey. So there are companies now, fast forward to 2024, where they are doing the same thing, but they're doing it virtually, and some companies are actually still doing it online. So there are different companies that you can sign up with that will give you different opportunities to, answer these surveys, respond to these survey opportunities in exchange for payment. Just today, I got an opportunity for $200 for a survey. And I've seen everything from cell phone companies to cable companies to banks, every car companies. All of these companies are doing consumer surveys throughout the year, and we are the consumers that they need to survey, and they know that our time is valuable. And so you can do a 60-minute survey and get paid $50. A lot of people are not making $50 an hour at their 9 to 5, at their corporate job. So it's not a bad side hustle. It's not, a bad opportunity for some pretty passive income. Hopefully your wheels are spinning for how you can get paid. My goal is to always provide y'all with practical, useful, and valuable information. If you did happen to find any value and you want to sow a little seed, you want to send your girl a couple dollars, I am going to put my Cash App somewhere over here. It's $Koe, Koe. Always appreciate the love, the feedback, the responses, and the comments, and of course, all of my subscribers. If you are new to the channel and the algorithm brought you here, it might be your first time, but it does not have to be your last. Every Wednesday, I do a Well Kept Wednesday where I'm sharing wellness resources with women just like you. So hit the subscribe button and meet me here each Wednesday. I'm also dropping brand new episodes of the Girl Stop Playing podcast every single week, where I'm encouraging you to stop playing with your potential and start working for what you want in life and in love. So if you are a podcast girly, be sure to subscribe to Girl Stop Playing on your favorite podcast app. And you can also watch the video episodes right here on YouTube. If you need some help putting these profit ideas in place, holla at your girl. We can get together for a profit planning call. I got your back. I'm here for you, and I will see you next week for Well Kept Wednesday.